It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to introduce Brad Williams as the National Apartment Association's 20th Hall of Fame honoree. Brad is a regional vice president with Lincoln Property Company. He began his career with Lincoln as a porter while attending college. Brad has over 47 years of tenure with the same company, a truly amazing accomplishment. As Lincoln's regional vice president, Brad has been responsible for third-party management of over 60,000 rental units in 9 states with offices in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Denver, and Phoenix. Brad is a graduate of the University of Texas at Austin and attended SMU where he did postgraduate work, earning a certificate in real estate. He holds both IRM's CPM designation and NAA CAPS designation. Brad has served as president of both the Apartment Association of Greater Dallas in 1998 and the Texas Apartment Association in 2005. He has volunteered diligently, serving as an association board or executive committee for more than 30 years. Brad also served as the 2014 chairman of the board for the National Apartment Association. If you ask people in the association on any level, local, state, or national, what Brad Williams is mostly about, nearly everyone will say one word: PAC. Brad was instrumental in forming the NAA PAC in 1995 and served as either its chairman or vice chairman until 2006. He almost single-handedly convinced his peers that this was an essential part of an NAA advocacy program. Many members and I remember fondly, or not so fondly, Brad walking into the room and everyone immediately getting out their checkbook or running for the hills. He is very good at not taking no for an answer. As a matter of fact, I believe to this day, Brad thinks no means okay in just a minute. This may be one of the reasons Brad's nickname is Pac-Man. Brad's relentless efforts totally changed the trajectory of our PAC fundraising efforts and instilled in the others the understanding of its importance. As Brad will tell you, there can never be enough PAC money, and it needs to be spent wisely, working to build strong relationships with elected officials. Brad is a fierce advocate of the Global Initiative Program. This was not a popular position for some time, and Brad helped to educate others to understand the importance of having a presence outside of the United States. Why? Because much of our capital comes from global investors, and they also provide business opportunities for our members. He explained that if NAA wanted to be a true heavyweight in the industry, we had to have relationships all over the world and be recognized as the leading voice of the apartment industry. Today, NAA has an affiliate in the United Kingdom and is working to expand its reach in Canada and Ireland. Brad Williams will always be one of the smartest people in the room. Brad is constantly calculating how to improve, finesse, or just make everything clearer. To this day, you will see Brad sitting in a meeting with a notepad, taking notes, and trying to figure out what will work better. Brad has shared his knowledge and passion of our industry with many individuals. He has instilled the desire to do more, to progress, and to rise at all association levels. Most of the time, these members were only thinking locally. Brad has mentored, inspired, and helped many associates become successful leaders at not only local, but state and national as well. I know this is one of Brad's proudest accomplishments. If I had to describe Brad in one word, it would be integrity. He is honest, professional, trustworthy, and extremely reliable. Brad is the epitome of what the committee looks for when deciding on the prestigious Hall of Fame award. It is my privilege to introduce my friend and NAA's 20th Hall of Fame recipient, Mr. Brad Williams.
Thank you, Ron. It is a great honor to be included in this select group of leaders in the National Apartment Association Hall of Fame. As Jerry Wilkerson has said, they are the giants who held up our association during times of adversity and built our great successes. I was recently reviewing my board of directors from 2014. What an outstanding group to have at my side to serve our association. It was a who's who of the apartment industry. and my fellow officers, Tom Beaton, Mark Ross, Cindy Clare, Jeff Lowry, and Alex Jackie. This was an all-star cast who at times literally had to carry me through my term. Together, we broke many records, including membership, conference attendance, and PAC fundraising. I've often told Tom Beaton, Tom, when we served, it was the glory years for NAA. What makes this award so special is that it is a recognition from a committee of my peers, many of whom I've served with for over 20 years. And most of all, I want to thank Hall of Famer Ron Shelton for his presentation, and Mark Ross, both of whom have been my unwavering champions. Please know I am grateful and humbled by this great honor. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Marcia Bollinger with Apartments.com. I've been involved in the National Apartment Association for almost 40 years. Today, it is my distinct pleasure to present Joseph Marcino with Assurant, the National Apartment Association Lifetime Achievement Award. Joseph has been involved with the National Suppliers Council for 40 plus years, and we have shared many successes working together to create and build the supplier partnerships in the apartment industry. Joseph has greatly helped our NAA organization by creating and writing our National Supplier Council bylaws back in the day. He has governed many of our meetings for over 40 years. We were together in the very first certified apartment suppliers class. Joseph was the leader of our pack, helping all of us pass the class with Vicki Sharp as our trainer. Joseph has always stayed involved, attended events, been present, helped when asked. He has given to so many facets of our industry that have helped us all grow through the decades. His contributions for the betterment of the multifamily industry have been impactful and relevant. Joseph is respected by industry peers and often the go-to for advice and direction. Joseph, your many contributions make you the most deserving of this high honor. Thank you for all you have done to ensure we stay within Robert's Rules of Order, be official, and grow our knowledge, as well as have some good times along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to recognize Joseph Marcino, someone who has dedicated their entire career life to the apartment industry. I'm proud to have known you and shared so many wonderful experiences with you, Joseph. The 2020 Lifetime Achievement recipient, Joseph Marcino.
Thank you, Marcia. I'm humbled and honored to receive this recognition and award. I'd like to quote the old line, Theodore Roosevelt, who had written something that inspired me to become active in apartment associations. Every man owes a part of his time and money to the business or industry in which he is engaged. No man has the moral right to withhold his support from an organization that's striving to improve conditions within his sphere. I kept that quote in mind when I first heard of the fledgling National Product Service Committee, now the National Suppliers Council, in 1979. I joined in the fall of that year when it had but 2 members, no bylaws or organization other than a name and 2 supporting companies. The NEA was so small at that time, it only had a staff of 3 people in DC. And I was later told that the initial dues that I paid helped cover payroll for that week. I look back in memory of those early years when we had 5, then 10, then maybe 20 members, often not having a quorum for an actual meeting. I was elected chairman 4 times, but now I sit in the back of the NSC meeting rooms, if I can even find a seat, lending a word or two when needed, and mostly letting the younger and new leadership run the show. And they're doing quite a successful job of that too. I would not have received this award had it not been for some of the past leaders of NAA, such as past chairman Roe Freeman, who told me to get a copy of Robert's Rules of Order in 1979 so I could run a meeting properly. Bob Sherman, Tony Pusateri, Jim Hefner, Tom Day, Hap Honeycutt, Brad Williams, yes, all Texans where I lived at that time. I also helped with the formation of Texas Apartment Association's Product Service Council in 1984 with George Allen, and then finally with the Product Service Council for Dallas. assisting with the writing of the bylaws for both. I also would not have received this award had it not been for Assurant, who has supported not only NAA and the NSC, but my involvement. Getting involved was and is a duty, and so many of our members became and are still lifelong friends. I have recruited and monitored many members for the NSC and Dallas over the years, and I've always told industry partners the same thing. Don't expect a company's business by just being a member. You have to participate, give it your time, get on committees, serve the industry, and then when you ask for an appointment with an owner or manager, you will at least be given the opportunity to meet with them because of what you've contributed to our industry. We do have a great industry, giving and sharing of ideas, offering training and educational opportunities for our leasing agents, managers, regionals, owners, and suppliers. We work with the local, state, and national legislators to protect our industry. And most of all, I'm proud of the way that NAA and the local and state affiliates have partnered with NSC members, as well as just local suppliers, as equals, sharing of ideas and resources for the overall betterment of our apartment industry. I'm glad that I was and will continue to be a part of that. Thank you again, Marcia, and the nominating and selection committee for this honor.
As the COVID pandemic and resulting recession have upended many in our industry, one thing has become abundantly clear. If you are in apartments, you are in politics. From eviction moratorium to rent strikes and late payments, NAA members have seen policymakers this year impose a raft of changes on how we run our communities, and few of them have been well considered. I hope that among the many lessons we learned from this challenging time is this: if you are in apartments, you'd better be in politics. A dedicated, tireless commitment to advocacy on behalf of our industry is what makes the difference between an industry that thrives or an industry that just survives. And that is what the NAA Advocacy 365 Advocate of the Year Award is meant to honor. An individual member whose relentless work on behalf of our industry in Washington, state capitals, and City Hall is an inspiring example to us all. And I'm happy to announce that the winner of the 2020 Advocate of the Year is Bonnie Schmetzer of JMG Realty in Melbourne, Florida. In addition to her day job as an EVP and partner at JMG, Bonnie serves on the executive committee on the board of directors for the Florida Apartment Association, is the immediate past president for FAA, is the NAA RVP for Region 9, was chair of FAA's APAC in 2016 and 2017, is a past president of the Space Coast Apartment Association, and an NAA and FAA Lyceum graduate. And much as that snippet of biography suggests, her advocacy outreach knows no bounds. From helping local city officials understand the housing provider's point of view in developing affordable housing plans, to hosting HUD Secretary Ben Carson at some of JMG's properties in Tampa, Bonnie does everything in her power to make sure the industry has a seat at the policymaking table. And that was abundantly clear during the COVID-19 pandemic, when Bonnie was the apartment industry's representative of the state of Florida's Eviction Mitigation Task Force. In this role, she participated in weekly meetings with myriad stakeholders to devise solutions to housing challenges presented by COVID. According to FAA Director Josh Gold, and I quote, Bonnie's thoughtful feedback on these calls helped prevent temporary changes to Florida's landlord-tenant law and other regulatory overreach that would have been detrimental to the apartment industry. That type of involvement comes naturally to Bonnie and is a great example for all of us. So I hope that all of you will join me in congratulating our 2020 Advocate of the Year, Bonnie Schmetzer. Bonnie, congratulations.
I'm so honored to receive this award from NAA for doing something that I love. Advocacy is important to me because I love to help keep our industry strong for future generations. I also enjoy teaching our new members about the importance of advocacy and the lasting impact that it has on our industry. I want to recognize the amazing government affairs team at both NAA and the Florida Apartment Association. It's your hard work and on-point messaging that keeps our advocacy message strong and makes all of us better advocates. Greg Brown and your team at NAA and Amanda Gill at the Florida Apartment Association, thank you for all that you do. I want to thank Chip Tatum with the Apartment Association of Greater Orlando for always encouraging me to be an advocate. And I also want to thank my home association, Space Coast Apartment Association, for always supporting me. I want to thank Josh Gold with the Florida Apartment Association for giving me so many opportunities to speak out on behalf of the industry in Florida. And lastly, thank you to my company, JMG Realty, who has supported me and many others of my associates for all our volunteerism with the Apartment Association. And thank you to all of our PAC donors, because it's your contributions that opens the doors for our advocacy efforts. And thank you to all of our many other great advocates who also speak out on behalf of the apartment industry. Together, we do make a difference. Thank you again for this great honor.
Lowe's Pro MSH serves multifamily professionals with MRO and renovation products you need and use every day, like appliances, HVAC, plumbing, PPE, and janitorial supplies. Only Lowe's Pro MSH offers automatic, free, same-day delivery for orders placed by 10 a.m. Your local Lowe's Pro MSH sales representatives and our best-in-class Pro Solutions Center are available at your convenience to ensure fast and easy ordering, or you can place an order anytime, day or night on supplyhq.com. Lowe's Pro MSH customers can now unlock even more buying power and get great benefits when using the Lowe's Pro MSH purchase card at Lowe's stores nationwide. With more than 40,000 products in stock, including lumber, flooring, lighting, and millwork, shopping is easy and convenient. Whether it's daily maintenance or full-scale renovations, Lowe's Pro MSH has what you need when you need it. Don't wait on us. We'll wait on you.